So in terms of accurate players, there's two main categories. There's the Blight players and there's the Poison players. The Blight players, if you like Blight, you like Blight. I mean, I respect it. It's a little bit harder to work with and a little bit more scary to work with, I'd say. But it can be pretty beneficial in terms of damage because Blight is just straight up damage, and compared to Poison, which is smaller ticks of damage over time. It's just kind of personal preference, but I feel like Blight has always been underpowered. In today's video, we're going to be trying to fight that stereotype and using mods to our advantage to buff up Blight to see how much better it's going to be. Now, normally, I don't believe that Blight has a proc coefficient, so the chance of hitting anything in the on-hit abilities would be completely zero. But with today's video, we got a mod that's going to go ahead and add a proc coefficient to Blight, which I believe is 10%. And this is going to affect all things. However, you can already see it's going to be affecting our sticky bombs, tri-tip daggers, and leeching seeds, which is pretty good. It's pretty dang good, to say the least. Now, I also have another mod that's going to make it so instead of Blight losing stacks like automatically like it normally would, it's set up so that as long as there's one stack being added like in a relatively same time, the other stacks will stay on. So you can stack Blight a lot easier, and it makes it a whole lot less stressful in terms of keeping your Blight stack. So you can see here, we have Blight stacks. You can see it's triggering my ATGs, it's slowing him, and he's also was getting a little bit of bleed, which is a little bit insane. You can get some crazy proc coefficient chains going, especially if we got a clover, if we got some other things on top of this would be absolutely insane. Now, of course, by attacking him, we're also having a proc coefficient, but we could, in theory, sit back, relax, kick back in our seat, and just kind of watch the chaos happen. We need to get a scrapper on the next stage and hopefully get a bunch of good green items, or, well, preferably bad green items, so we can scrap and get some reds relatively fast. I do have it set up so we have certain reds that will spawn and certain reds that won't. So it shouldn't be too difficult whatsoever. Alright, so we got a bunch of items that should potentially help us. You can see we stacked up stuff like sticky bombs pretty high. And you can kind of see, I'm just going to stand here. If we're just consistently applying stacks like so with our spit, you can see that this thing is, increasingly getting more and more broken as the second moves on. Especially if we got some ukuleles, which we should hopefully get here soon. It's going to allow us to get some AoE as well. And we got a Titanic Knurl, which I didn't really think I could get. I thought I disabled that, but oh well. There's Titanic Knurl for you guys. And perfect, there's ukulele. Okay, you can just kind of see the chain reaction we're able to do now. So for stuff like tri-tip daggers, you have to understand how low of a chance it is to bleed. Because normally you could get it to 100% chance and it wouldn't be an issue, right? But for us at least, it's going to be a little bit more concerning. Because we are going to have to get this to 100% chance to then have a 10% chance to get a proc. So I hope that makes sense. Either way, it's pretty low. So I guess stacking more than 100% would be ideal for getting, a bunch of bleed off of Blight. But, as you can tell, it just gives you a lot more options in the game than just sitting around and, hoping for the best. So there you go. You can kind of see there when we stack a bunch on, you almost constantly stunned. So I don't know what the chance is on that. I guess there isn't a chance on Carnival Wizard. So there you go. That's basically just the best way we can do it. ATGs are going to come in clutch here as well. It's going to allow us to do some crazy amounts of damage. And we got a blue portal, so let's hurry up and speed run this bad boy. And hopefully, slowly but surely, you can see, yeah, there's a good damage. There's some really good damage. There you go, everybody. A lot of backup mags is actually really good because we are able to just constantly spit. So we can now apply 7 stacks of spit almost in a row. If you can get enough spits, you can just consistently continue to stack up. Now, it's not very fast in terms of actually getting the stacks, but once you get them, the damage is definitely there. Okay, we should be good. We have 7 green scrap. It's gonna be more than enough to get what we need. Oh, look at that, another one right there. Perfect. Oh yeah, we should be just perfectly fine to get 1 clover, and that 1 clover is gonna help out tenfold because it's gonna roll all of our stacks in favor of what we need to happen one time. Now, I did let it happen, so we had alien heads as well. What the heck? It's not what I enabled. Okay. Well, there you go, everybody. I guess that's just how it is. Also, we are using the bigger bazaar, which is what allows us to have these little shops over here. I don't want to get this. That's not what I wanted at all. So we'll grab it for now. get a scrapper and hopefully scrap it. Get some items. I probably shouldn't have honestly wasted my thing, but that's fine. It's whatever. We need to get a Siren's Call. That's what we need to get, and then we'll be good. I should have dreamt for it. I kind of forgot, but it's okay. We're gonna get one anyways. Watch this. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. It's that big brain right there, everybody. Big brain I've been telling you about. Finally like to see it in video. How about that? So we'll really try it on this boss. I mean, obviously we have Lieutenant Coleman to try to help us out here. Or sorry, Colonel Droneman. Wow, I was way off. But here you go. We can see we're gonna stack some blight on him, so we can get an instant 7 stacks, like so, and I guess 8 if you count the E ability. There's 9, 10, 11, 12. So look, keep in mind when the HGs fire out of me, that's not me doing it. That's my blight proccing it and it flying off of me, right? So you can see we have 38, 39, 40 stacks of bleed on him. So now the bleed's going nice and good. And there you go. That's all you really need. And we got a clover. Let's go. Now it's basically a seeded run. So there you go. You can just really kind of see exactly what I mean in terms of damage. It's just kind of amazing. All right, perfect. Let's preferably get a scrapper. I want to get rid of this Colonel Droneman. He's kind of messing me up here. And if we can't, that'll be all right. That's probably gonna be one on the next stage. But I'm gonna look around real quick. Okay, so sadly enough, no scrapper in sight. If I missed one and you saw it in the video, let me know. I'm an idiot in the comments below. But either way, it's fine. We'll be just okay. So here we go. Souls Control Unit. We're going to stack some blight on there. And look how much damage we're able to do. The bleed is really where it comes from. And that, by the way, that was not Colonel Droneman who just did that damage. He wasn't even around. Colonel Droneman is way away. He's way over there, right? He's way over there. He didn't attack him. So that damage was straight us, right there, which is pretty good. It makes Acrid seem a little busted, honestly. Okay, well, sadly enough, no scrapper, but again, it's fine. Coleman, that's what I'm gonna call him from now on. Coleman is not doing that much damage, so it's fine. So here we go. Let's stack him on here. So we're gonna stack, once you get to about 8, the ATGs just happen so frequently that he's pretty much just game over from the get-go. But there you go. I mean, if you don't think it's broken, I hope that's a little bit of evidence there. And we'll test it against Mithrix to see just how strong it is. But for the most part, I'm pretty confident that we're gonna be able to destroy Mithrix in under stage 1 in under 30 seconds. Let's time it. Of course, first we have to check out the shops. Make sure we're not missing out on anything super good. We can get a free clover again if we can get lucky enough. And honestly, Scorpion will go crazy as well. We got a clover up top. Okay, so it does work in here. That's odd. That's very odd. Well, all right, works for me. We'll get some more procs. We got another clover. And just to be safe, we'll do this again. Okay, we didn't listen to too much good stuff. What do we got here? Yeah, that'll be good for now. It'll be perfect. Perfect. Okay, sweet. Let's get up here and go show Mithrix who's boss. So here we go. Again, not too worried, especially with the bonus 2 more clovers than what we had originally. It should be a pretty easy boss fight, especially because it's a single target. So there's nothing around to really absorb the damage. So here we go. With 1 stack, you can kind of see it does decent damage. 2 stacks, 3 stacks, 4 stacks, 5 stacks, 7 stacks, up to 9 stacks. And when you land, you should really start to see the damage kind of coming in play. Again, Coleman's not doing any damage. I mean, he's shooting with a minigun. He ain't doing nothing. So there you go. That's how you do it right there. We'll keep shooting him. See what we can do here. Again, he's constantly slowed. Up to 20, 21, 23. Once you get to about 5 stacks, that's when the damage gets really insane. And we can outwalk Mithrix, and he's sprinting right now, which is a little bit insane. Maybe just a tad bit insane. Especially here, you should be able to see some of the AoE coming out. If not, that's perfectly okay. And there you go. Once you kill one, everything kind of just gets damaged. Now, I don't really know why their ATGs are doing so much damage, because we're not dealing a lot of damage to begin with, but I guess it's probably because we have 7 ATGs. Like, that's probably why. So when the ATGs finally hits, it's insane amounts of damage. So there you go. We got 4 rockets ready to go, rocking and rolling. So we should be pretty okay in terms of damage here. Yeah, we have 7 stacks in him. That should be more than enough to kill him. Okay, cool. And there goes second to last stage. All right, he's gonna steal our items. We should be okay. He doesn't have anything that's super crazy that could like instantly kill us. So again, we should be just fine. That's in theory. We'll hit him with a blight off the rip. Okay, and Coleman, he should be able to help us out a little bit. Kind of tell he just does a lot of healing. So okay, nice. We got our backup mags back. That's gonna be very good for damage. And also, it's really good because you can hit him from anywhere as long as we hit relatively near him. If we're decent. Coleman There's two of them now. Would you guys like to shoot him, please? We got our Corona Bobbles back. That's good. He's going to be slowed again. Attack speed's back as well. Okay, we also got sticky bombs. There you go. And there's the stuff coming back very, very quickly. ATG. One ATG shit. Yeah, that's going to be killed. Nice. Sweet. Perfect. That's going to be enough damage for sure. Let's go test it against the stinky little Voidling. Alrighty. Let's test this out, shall we? I think it should be pretty decently easy. Again, it's another just single target battle. So for the most part, as long as we can hit Blight without him hitting us, we should be decently okay. So here we go. Let's try this out. You can tell off the rip, bunch of ATGs are going in to go do some damage, which is pretty good to me. Can we be okay behind this rock, maybe? Okay, so we can do some actually decent damage to us. We gotta be kind of careful here. Okay, easy there, Voidling. Easy there, Voidling. Big man. That's a little bit scary, I'll be honest. We're gonna be just fine. We're gonna be just a-okay. I think I actually need to kind of get in there for this one. We'll get nice and close, nice and personal with this stinky guy. And this will help us keep our Blight stacks a lot longer than we could have before. You can kind of tell, I think we're up to... Lost it, didn't we? Oh, we're up to 14. We got this. 16, which that means that every one of those is hitting for a separate time, which is improving our chances of hitting all of our on-hit. Okay, good. All of our on-hit effects a lot more. Now, this guy's actually pretty tanky. This is going to be a little bit of a harder boss battle. Again, we probably could have gotten some better defensive items. I don't have very many. We actually just have opals, so... No, defensive-wise, it could have been better. But that's okay. We'll just keep running, keep rocking and rolling. Alright, we're alright. Again, we can keep doing these kind of, like, drive-by kind of technique. These kind of guerrilla war tactics in hopes that we can really do some serious damage. I guess Coleman's actually being a little bit of a help. Oh my gosh, that was terrifying. Okay, well, we'll step up here. We'll just, while he's in that form, we'll just keep hitting him. See how high up we can get it going. Another way to make this even more broken is to get some alien heads and reduce the cooldowns by, like, a lot. And that would make it pretty overpowered. Let's see if we can survive up here. Probably not. I'm just gonna jump on his head. Okay, easy, buddy. Easy, buddy. Let's just be friends here. 103 stacks of bleed, by the way. A second ago it was. So the bleed is good. The bleed's kicking in, honestly. That's only with 6 tri-tip daggers. So pretty impressed, honestly. I'm not mad about that at all. Be very careful here. Gonna land right on top of his noggin. Good little Voidling. And there you go. Pretty good. Stage 2 is down. This is gonna be a little bit of a harder boss battle than I would have liked to have had today. But that's okay. Let's see here. Alright, gotta be kind of careful here. These things can do some very high amounts of damage very, very fast if we're not careful. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, we're alright though. We just sit right in the back of his noggin. We can maybe survive. Oh my gosh, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. This is so scary. Alright, we're just good. We're good. We're good. No issues here. No issues here. Nothing. Not in the slightest. Okay. Now, this guy's very, very intimidating, but the Blight stack should be good enough to kill him, I think. I think we should be okay. Let's see here. He's so close to death. Come on. Come on, game. No black hole. Oh, no black hole. Thank you. Woo! Okay, perfect. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at the damage, and we'll head out. Okay, looking at the damage. Also, don't look at the death. That was an accident. Looking at the damage, you got 1.5 million, which is pretty good. The Blight buff is pretty solid. I think I'd give it like maybe a 5 or 6 out of 10. Again, it's not game-breaking, and that with 3 clovers, it's decent. But, you know, even compared to normal Blight, I think it's an improvement nonetheless. There's the damage for you guys. There's the kills. If you guys want to try this out for yourself, the links will be in the description. And, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, I'll put 2 links on the screen right now. The one on the left is going to be a video where I endlessly stack ukuleles, and the one on the right is going to be where me and my community did a 16-player run, which is actually pretty important because at 5,000, we're going to be doing another 16-player run. So make sure you join the Discord in the description below and keep yourself posted, and I'll let you guys know. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.